Robert Heffernan, EndoTech, exclusively for the Pareto Network and EndoTech subscribers. I'm a master endotechnician who always forgets the top button. Firmly in the matrix while trading cryptocurrencies and many assets in a full-fledged hashtag meltdown. Let's talk about it. Let's do the rounds. Doing the rounds, we do it every day. It's my chance to talk about those things I see in the cryptosphere. Cryptosphere.news. Well, we don't have that actually running just yet. I love the variation in headlines in the cryptosphere. All right, 2 days ago or last week, Tim Draper still sticking to his $250,000 price target for Bitcoin by 2022. And another one saying a strong possibility we have a Bitcoin bubble. And my continued bet on what happens first, Bitcoin trades 15,000 or the Bears notch their 10th win of the season. I don't know what's going to happen first, but I'll tell you what now, when we take the vitals portion, I honestly think the way this looks is there's a meltdown going to happen further than we've already seen. And that can always change by how we close at the end of the week. But right now, not looking well, and I said, mind the mo. I said that, yesterday, even though I couldn't stream yesterday, the day before, the week before that, the month before that, the year before that, 10 years ago. I've said it consistently through my trading career, mind the mo, before they even hashtagged things, all right? I was hashtagging mind the mo because momentum's everything. And as I said earlier in the week, these things are it's not strong price discovery. We're not seeing it. They can't hold these up momentum levels. They trade into it. It's like, a grade school dance, and they just can't finish. All right? That's for college. But so I got out. I got out of all of my holdings. I moved to the dollar and to the tether where possible, because the price action is not strong, all right? And obviously, the meltdown in equities globally, for me, not a surprise that there was also a meltdown then in cryptos. There was popular belief that cryptos would be a safe haven, and maybe cryptos would even rally as people melted out of assets globally. You know what? When there's a run for cover, there is a run for cover in all asset classes. You see that routinely. And people move to real safety, like U.S. government debt. I mean, that's where people go to and have for decades now. So that hasn't changed. Cryptos aren't a safe haven, especially for the amount of money that was coming out of the market. I did not ever think that was the likely outcome, that cryptos would moonshot on a global asset devaluation. And even if I did think that, you pay attention to the technicals, because they don't lie. The momentum doesn't lie. The price action didn't show up in that scenario. And the stock market looked a little bit weak even last week. So we weren't seeing a big run to cryptos from traditional assets. That didn't happen. All right, what else did I see? Some comical, as far as I'm concerned, testimony by New York University economist Nouriel Roubini, slamming the cryptosphere in every way, shape, form possible. And, he got to have his day and his say, and he could make a lot of money if he put his money where his mouth is. And I'm sure he's tenured at New York University, so he doesn't have to worry about that. He can just be himself, sort of, as a tenured professor, not worry about whether he's right or wrong. as opposed to being a trader where you have to worry about where you're right or wrong. Anyway, though, with that opinion, put a few dollars to work shorting these things and make yourself a ton of money if you're that confident in that stance. But a lot of his arguments I completely disagree with. The blockchain is not an Excel spreadsheet. There is so much more going on in the blockchain sphere, the crypto sphere, and it's solving problems for so many people in so many ways that just his it is not Excel. Come on, that is the most ridiculous analogy ever, because I can send my Excel spreadsheet to somebody and send it to 100 other people showing what you owe me or what I paid, and it's all corruptible. All right? It's not even worth discussing it. Anyway, but I love the two sides of this equation. On the price discovery side, a strong possibility of a Bitcoin bubble. And what does a Bitcoin bubble mean? Where does Bitcoin go? It's already burst a bit, don't you think? And believe me, I think there's plenty of room to the downside. And I think that will be uncovered here. And if we continue on a weekly basis to close in lower momentum, we will have expanding potentials to the downside. And then you got to move out from the weekly to the monthly, all right? Because in Bitcoin, there's actually enough price discovery. It's been around long enough that monthly chart can come into play and can give you some direction on the market potential. A lot of coins does not have that much price discovery involved. It's not been around long enough to even make those type of predictive estimates by what the chart has built and told you. Anyway, we're going to take the vitals, and in order to do that, I got to say goodbye to the YouTube crowd. Before I go, though, let's remember that the ET bot is available at Kraken. Open your account at Kraken and talk to our customer service people at EndoTech.io and let the ET bot trade for you on our beta and alpha portfolios at Kraken. So please check it out. And then you can sleep at night because the bot's trading for you. All right? Now listen, we got to say goodbye to YouTube. Let's do that.